this program is not what everybody thinks. It's so much more than that. So in this video, I wanted to kind of go over this new program that came out from CalHFA. It's called the Dream for All program, where they give you 20% down. But there's a caveat to this 20% down, and this is where it gets very confusing for first-time home buyer. That's why this video is now being released to all you guys, so that way I could kind of simplify everything and break it down, so that way you guys fully understand what you're getting yourself into before you commit to this Dream for All program. What better way to describe this program than to go directly to CalHFA's website? Let me just share the screen with you guys real quick, okay? I'm not gonna go over eligibility because it's all on here. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not gonna go over the property requirements, things like that. But I will be going over is these two examples right here, because this is what's important. This is what's gonna break down what's gonna happen when you fully utilize this program, and now you have keys to your new home as a first-time home buyer. But let me react to the video that they released along with this program to kind of break it down, because there's some things that she mentioned in the video that I just can't fully explain, but you guys will see what I mean.
Dream for All Conventional and Dream for All Shared Appreciation Loan. CalHFA offers the Dream for All Conventional as a first mortgage loan for low to moderate income first-time homebuyers in California. CalHFA doesn't have a specific loan limit, so you'll follow Fannie Home Ready loan limits. If Fannie Home Ready guideline allows the borrower to exceed $726,200, it's allowed with us too. Just remember to charge the high balance fee. Make sure you check out the rate page on our website for the rates and high balance fees. As with most conventional loans, if the LTV is over 80%, you'll need mortgage insurance. You can use any Fannie-approved MI company for the mortgage insurance on your CalHFA loans. Make sure you get quotes from different MI companies, ensuring that you get the most affordable
Mortgage insurance is basically just insurance for the mortgage company in case you default and they have to foreclose on you and get the property back. It's really just for that. So bear that in mind. Anything under 20% down payment, there's going to be mortgage insurance.
But here's the best part. The borrowers may not even need mortgage insurance, because this program also has a second mortgage called the Dream for All Shared Appreciation Loan.
This is the Dream for All program that this video is going to go in depth about. Okay, so listen closely.
It's a 20% second lien that can be used for down payment.
Traditionally, it's always only been one lien, which is the mortgage company that gives you that money to buy the home. But in this case, there's two liens. One is from the mortgage company and one is from CalHFA, the 20% down Dream for All program.
But of course, if you use the entire 20% towards down payment, then the first mortgage will not require mortgage insurance.
So that's a little iffy for me. Maybe the way they scripted it for this video shoot was off. From my understanding, when a buyer utilizes 20% down, mortgage insurance is taken out for the life of the loan. So she said there the first mortgage payment will not have mortgage insurance. So is that implying that the second payment will have mortgage insurance and the third and the fourth and thereon? Because if that's the case, what's the point of 20% down? Again, this is just my take from hearing this video for the first time with all you guys. So that's really confusing. I would double check that with your preferred lender that you're going to be working with on getting this program, because yeah, the first payment, that's not really beneficial. Then what's the point of 20% down?
There are no payments required on the second mortgage, so do not calculate a payment in the borrower's DTI.
So what that means, okay, this is really good that she went over this, and a lot of buyers have been calling me about this. They don't understand what they mean by no payments required. So let me tell you, in order to do that, let me pull up a mortgage calculator, which I happen to have. Just for demonstration purposes, these numbers are not going to be according to your scenario, but I'm just going to make it easy for me to demonstrate it for you guys, okay? So for example, if you're buying a home that's $500,000, your first lien is $400,000, because CalHFA is giving you 20%, which is equal to $100,000. Okay, $400,000 based off of 7% interest rate for 30 years, your monthly mortgage would be about $26.87 a month. A lot of first-time home buyers think that because you're borrowing $100,000, that's going to be added to the first lien, which is not the case. Like what she was referring to here, it does not calculate towards your DTI, debt to income ratio. So that's great because this is considered a what they call silent lien, where even though they're giving you $100,000 of a 20% down, this payment amount, there is no interest attached to it, and it's not being added onto your monthly mortgage. What you borrow based off of the 80% loan to value, the $26.87, that's all you pay, which is great, right? But there's more. So let's continue on.
So do not calculate a payment in the borrower's DTI. Instead, there is a percentage share of the appreciation realized on the home that will be due along with the original principal balance at the time of an
Okay,
maturity
this is
event.
where this video is gonna go in depth, because this is the most confusing part, and it confused me in the beginning too. So I had to kind of get more multiple perspectives on this and fully understand it for myself so that I can explain it to all you guys. So let's go to that chart so that way we can talk about it. So going back to my example earlier of if you bought a home that is $500,000, your first lien is $400,000. CalHFA is giving you 20% down, which is $100,000. That equals $500,000 total in home value. Let's say in 5 years, the home is now worth $640,000, and you want to sell to upgrade or refinance because the rates are a lot lower, like what we've seen in the past couple years in the low 3s and high 2s, and you want to take advantage of that low interest rate. Let's just say all of that happened, okay? Your home is now worth $640,000. Your home appreciated $140,000. That amount came from the difference of $640,000, what your home is worth 5 years later, and what your home was worth 5 years prior, $500,000. So the difference is $140,000. That's your home price appreciation. The Dream 4R program, you're gonna have to pay back that 20%, okay? Which is the $100,000. And I know what you guys are thinking. I thought that 20% is free. No. There's no such thing as free. When you bought the home, in the initial investment might seem free from your perspective because you're not coming out with a 20% down. But there's no such thing as free. So that's why I want to break it down to you guys so that way you guys fully understand what you're getting yourself into before you commit. Okay, so you're paying back the 20% down payment that they gave you. Because this is a shared appreciation payback, you're also gonna have to pay back 20% of the appreciation. So yes, the $140,000 here, you're gonna have to pay 20% back to CalHFA when you sell, refinance, or the loan matures, which is in this example here. And let's say during that time you refinance or you sell, your balance remaining from the first lien got reduced to $370,000. Okay, remember you borrowed $400,000. 5 years later, if you refi or sell, your balance is now at $370,000. Your loan payback is $128,000. Where did they get $128,000 from? They only gave me $100,000. Remember the equity? So let's go over to the calculator, okay? So remember the equity was $140,000, right? $140,000, you times that by 0.20. That's 20%. So that gives you $28,000. Remember, that's your shared appreciation amount. But you also borrowed $100,000 5 years prior, remember? So you gotta also add $100,000. So that's why you're paying back to CalHFA $128,000. Makes sense now? Hopefully it does. That's where they came up with this number right here. See? Principal balance of $100,000 and the shared appreciation of $28,000. That's how it works. So now you guys are probably thinking, Chia, if this is the case, what if I don't want to pay this back? Well, there's no question, you have to pay it back. Otherwise, don't use this program. The other question might be, what if I don't have the money to pay back during that time? Well, remember, this is coming out from your refinance. So when the company 5 years later that does the refinance, they're going to see this 2 liens on the title. And they're going to be able to tell you exactly what you're going to get left over from there. That will eventually pay for it. Now you guys are probably thinking, okay, what's my payment gonna be then? Again, I don't know because I don't know what interest rates are going to be like in that time. Hopefully a lot lower than today. This is where you need to fully dive into a conversation with your loan officer and ask them, what's a good exit strategy for you? Okay, how are you going to pay this off? What if you end up paying the home out and you don't ever refinance or sell and then it matures and you didn't save any money to pay back this amount? $128,000 can be a lot, and it's very hard for the normal average family to save up to 20% down. So paying at the end of 30 years or the maturity date, depending on how fast you pay it off, that could be a lot of lump sum money. And then now you're gonna have to commit to refinancing your home again and starting another 30 year. I don't know if that's gonna be a strategy you want to implement for you and your family. That's why you fully need to understand this program, the front end and the back end, because this lien is going to be tied to you, the borrower. So whether it's 5 years, 10 years, 30, you have to start thinking about how you're going to be able to pay that back. What if your home is worth $1 million and now the equity shared is 20% based off of 500,000 now? It's going to change the amount. And this is where a lot of first-time home buyers starts pulling out. And they start realizing, shoot, this program isn't meant for me. Again, this is a great opportunity program, but it's not meant for everyone. So of course, the best way into home ownership is always to save up on the side and come up with your own down payment. Whether it's 3%, 5%, 20%, it's always a better scenario for first-time home buyers to utilize their own down payment and not get help from CalHFA, because there's a caveat attached. So is this program for you? I don't know. Everybody's situation is different. Is it a great program? Yes, it is. For those families that find it very difficult to come up with their own down payment while still having all these other bills. Because when you go through a qualification with your lender, the debt to income ratio that they quote you does not include your lifestyle. Doesn't include how luxurious your dinner was every night, your date nights, movie nights, your gas. They don't include that into your debt to income ratio. You need to budget that in. That's why I love working with Lisa, because Lisa always budget that in for all of our clients. And you just gotta have your lender do the same for you. Do a budgeting plan for you to make sure that you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Okay? If you have any more questions or concerns about this in detail, leave a comment down below and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Peace.